Hi, I'm Professor Joan Schaffner. I started our animal law program with Professor Che back in 2004. I'm the co-faculty director of our Animal Legal Education Initiative, the faculty director of our Animal Welfare Project, and the faculty advisor to our Student Animal Legal Defense Fund.
My name is Kaylee McNeil. I'm a 3L here. When I was deciding what law school to come to, I particularly chose GW because of the animal law offerings that they had.
You know, you might wonder, what is animal law? And that is actually an interesting question. There's some debate over that. But broadly speaking, animal law is basically the statutory and case law as it either relates to or impacts on non-human animals.
This is one of my little furry babies. Her name's Nakia. She is like 4 or 5 years old. She's a little brindle pitty rescue. Right, who do we have here?
Yeah, well, this is Mr. Luke. Luke and his brother Mark are now with me. He did live on the streets at some point in time, but now he's just a homebody. And this guy here is Mr. Stripes. Hey, Mr. Stripes. Stripes has been with me for 15 years. These are 2 of 44 cats that I live with. Yes, I am the crazy cat person of DC. I started fostering for what was then Washington Humane Society. At some point in time, I had many more cats that came in than went out. And so I ended up adopting, and Stripes was among them. I adopted everybody I had left in my home. And then I turned my home into a sanctuary.
I think one of the things that you talked about is just how intersectional animal law is and how you can see it in all different parts of the law. And I'm writing a paper this semester on animal law, but it's in my constitutional law seminar class. Okay. So I'm getting to really incorporate animal law into everything that I do here at GW. I think another really great part that makes GW's animal law program unique is just the opportunities to work in animal law outside of the classroom. So I'm the student leader for the Animal Welfare Project, which is our legislative advocacy group. We work to support and to pass animal protection legislation before DC Council. And it's been so awesome. I've gotten to testify already twice in front of DC Council, and we just worked on writing a bill. For the last year, we've been writing a bill. I kind of first started getting excited about animal law because of pit bull discrimination, and I was really interested in the ways that pit bull discrimination and racial justice kind of go together. A lot of times the breed bans are racially motivated as well. So I was excited about that coming into school, and then I had my own experience where I almost couldn't get Nakia because when I adopted her, her paperwork said that she was an English Bulldog Lab mix, and I gave the paperwork to my apartment that had breed restrictions, and they told me no. My landlord was like, well, but American Bulldogs aren't allowed, and is she American Bulldog or English Bulldog? And I mean, I think that just shows you like how stupid and arbitrary a lot of these, breed restrictions are. What areas of animal law do you focus on mainly?
I did a lot of work with in breed discrimination and trying to make sure that they didn't define a dangerous dog under the law as a function of their breed and then basically ban them, which they do, for example, in Prince George's County, just across the border from us here. That's been a serious issue for a long, long time, and we've been making some good progress. I actually do a lot of work in free-roaming cat advocacy. Most recently, I've been working with a group. We started an NGO to basically create an international treaty on animal protection that would set at least minimum protections for both domestic and wild animals at an international level.
I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I started. Bye.
Luke, is that enough?
He's done.
Have you had sort of your favorite quote animal law class?
It's called Gender, Race, and Species. Like I said, my interest in animal law comes from my experiences being a biracial Black woman, caring about racial justice and wanting to incorporate that into my work for animals. And gender, race, species is just like the culmination of all of that. Like we get to talk about the ways in which racism and speciesism and sexism work together to oppress all of these different individuals in our communities.
We have a fabulous faculty, we have a great program, and there's a lot of opportunities to take classes and to get involved with, with some of the lobbying and other type of real hands-on work. We would love to have you come to GW if you're involved in animal law and get involved with our program.